Hey guys, my name is Maria and this is Apollo eating a peanut, and welcome to another video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought that I would do something quick because I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things ever since the devastating news that we received a few weeks ago. So today I am just going to go over my regular daily routine with all of my 9 birds.
I mean, they seem totally bonkers.
In the future, I will film a video where I actually do all these things and I take you along with me and I'll show you how I do them and all that good stuff. But for today's video, I'm just gonna go over my whole process of taking care of these guys. And I also think that it's important to point out, as I've said many times before, taking care of birds is really time consuming. It requires a lot of effort and it's definitely not easy. There's a lot of steps that have to be done and a lot of things that go into giving these guys the best life possible.
That sounds like a shitload of work.
Apollo actually has not been in a video of mine for some time, and he matches my dress, right buddy? Do you match mommy's dress? And we have been bonding and he's doing really good. He is becoming less and less snippy, which is good. So I thought that he would join me. And also Aria is in the room where I usually film, and I'm pretty sure that the lighting there is a lot better. So today I had to make do with what I got. Aria is upstairs in quarantine in the guest room where I usually film because I love the lighting in there. But we're gonna have to deal and just make do with this for today.
Oh no, so sad, so very sad.
Aria is actually, she's doing okay. She's doing pretty much the same as she was doing before, and she's hanging in there. She's a really strong bird and she's making noises to communicate, and she's always up and about. When I open the cage, she goes and sits on top of it, and she's actually doing pretty good. You know, I don't want to put all my hope into it, but it almost seems like some of her feathers that she had lost are growing back, or they had already grown back. So I'm trying not to, you know, let my hope run away with me, but she's looking okay and hopefully she recovers.
No negative thoughts, just positive energy.
If not, then for now she's doing pretty well, I think, for her diagnosis especially. So let's get into the video. So I am gonna go over my day-to-day routine with these birds, with my 9 birds, and I'm gonna start on Monday and I'm gonna end on the weekend. So Mondays are actually pretty regular days, and I would like to point out that this is what my daily routine looks like when my kids are in school. So on Mondays I usually get my daughter up, I get her on the bus, and then I come home and I let the birds out and I make them their chop. So, you know, my chop varies. I actually went to this bird store maybe a month ago, and it's like a chop that they make every single day and then they freeze. And I have been defrosting that and adding it into my regular chop that I do with the vegetables and grains and whatever I have in my fridge at the moment.
Switch it up, you know, keep it fresh.
So I've been doing that. So my chop takes about, I would say, a good hour or so. I mean, I have to make a good amount of it. I make it fresh every day, and I have to make it for 9 birds. And after I make the chop, I go around and I put it in all my birds' bowls. I add some spices, some special spices that I got. And sometimes, a few times a week, I add this egg edited that's already made, so I don't have to make hard-boiled eggs or anything, because they really start stinking pretty fast. And then after that, they all eat their breakfast. And Mondays are usually shooting days for me. It's when I film my videos.
And we're rolling?
Because I put them out on Tuesdays. So Mondays I don't train. And then throughout the day, I go back and forth between letting my birds out and letting my dogs out, so that both of them can run around and get their energies out. So it really depends what I'm doing that day and when I'm done with all of that. And then I go and I clean out all of their bowls one by one with a sponge with Dawn soap, disinfect it under hot water, dry it off with a paper towel so that it's perfectly clean. And my bowls are stainless steel, which is actually my preference. Thanks, bud, for that tail on my face. So I do that, and that's probably what takes me the most time. I would say it probably takes an hour and a half, just because there are so many birds and so many cages and so many bowls.
This is taking forever.
Every single bird's cage has 3 to 4 bowls, and the chop has to be washed out, so that also takes a good amount of time. So I do that, and after that I close them. Actually, recently we have started working on our bird room. I think I'm gonna make a video for that next week, and I'm gonna show you guys how it looks like. We put up some doors to make like a room, and we're gonna make a bird room. We're gonna get some light out curtains that block light, and we're gonna get some good lighting in here, and we got some humidifiers already. I have been closing some of the birds that are already here in the bird room and turning all the lights off, closing the blinds so that they know that it's time to go to sleep. And they sleep really, really well in here. And so they sleep a good 10 to 12 hours.
Lucky duck.
So that's a lot better than what we used to have. So that's it for Monday. Tuesdays are exactly the same as Mondays, except on Tuesdays I am not filming. So on Tuesdays I target train the birds, or trick train them, or whatever you want to call it. And it depends what I'm working on with each bird. I actually have a journal that I keep that says all the stuff that a particular bird has either mastered or what we're working on and stuff like that, so that I don't forget. And then after I'm done training them, which I would say a 5-minute training session for each bird, it takes a good chunk of time. I would say about an hour, considering I have to switch between birds and stuff like that. Are you so fluffy? What are you doing? So fluffy. Look at you.
You're so fluffy. You're so fluffy.
Baby, fluffy baby. And then everything else is exactly the same. I make them fresh chop like I do every single day, and then at the end of the day I clean all of their bowls and I disinfect their bowls, and I just make sure that everything is nice and clean. And we let them out so that they can fly around and get all their energies out. And that's pretty much it for Tuesday. Wednesdays are pretty much the same as Mondays when I don't train on Wednesdays. But on Wednesdays, when I have time, when I'm not doing much, I go around and I change all of their paper at the bottom of their cages because, you know, there's poop on there and they have to be kept clean because birds need to be in clean surroundings.
Very important business.
Because of their respiratory issues and their health issues that go along with not keeping them clean. So I do that. That's pretty time consuming, and I do all this other same stuff, chop in the morning, clean their bowls, let them out. And then on Thursdays is another filming day, so I don't train on Thursdays. And I do all the same regular stuff. I make their chop in the mornings, and I clean out their bowls, and I let them out, play with them, whatever. Then Fridays, I train again. So we're pretty much doing 2 sessions with each bird weekly, which, you know, makes pretty good progress. I would say he's trying to eat my watch. Dude, stop.
Tricky little bugger.
So that's Friday. And then on Saturdays is our big cleaning day. Mike actually got a, what is it called? A steamer, like a handheld steamer lately, and it has been working wonders on keeping the cages like perfectly clean and disinfected, and the cages, when we're done with them, they look brand new. So that's on Saturday, and that takes a good 2+ hours just because there are so many birds, so much garbage. We clean the floors, we, you know, steam the floors, we dust, we make sure that the bird surroundings are really nice and clean because birds are messy, as I have mentioned previously more than once. So other than that, Saturdays are exactly the same as pretty much any other day.
It's same, but also different.
You know, they get their fresh chop, which I always make sure I make time for. And they get their bowls perfectly cleaned. The most amount of work is done on Saturdays at our house. And then on Sundays, we're back to the regular schedule with no training because it is Sunday, and, you know, we're getting ready for the next work week, school week, whatever. We let the birds out, maybe even more, because it is the weekend, and, you know, we're just relaxing and getting all the last minute things ready to go for Monday. And that is our week. Right, buddy? Whoa, whoa. What's that, man? What's that? What? Who's that? Is that a handsome guy?
Hubba, hubba.
And so that is pretty much my regular schedule with the birds every single week. As you can see, the birds take up a lot of the day-to-day time, you know, that I spend. If I didn't have them, I would have a lot of free time, but I do love them so much and I enjoy having them. So that's just something that comes along with having birds. You know, you have to keep everything clean, you have to keep up the maintenance and all that good stuff, make sure that they're happy and healthy and everything else. Right, buddy? And so that's gonna do it for us for today. Guys, I thought that since this is really the first normal video I've made since coming back from my rather long hiatus, I thought that I would slowly, gradually ease back into things.
We're taking it slow.
And just go through what my week looks like with these 9 birds, these 9 dinosaurs. Thank you so much for being here, watching, subscribing. Please like, comment, subscribe if you found any of this helpful, and also write down your own routine that you have with your own birds. I know that not many people have as many birds as I do, but if you have something that you want to share about your daily routine with your bird or with your birds, please put it in the comments below for others to read and to find out how we all take care of our birds differently. Because, you know, I know we all love them and we all want the best for them. So thank you guys so much. And we will see you in our next video. Right, buddy? Bye, guys.